missions to which I'm currently involved. Now there could be thousands going on elsewhere within my organisation, but I'm going to be able to see these 3 that I'm currently engaged in. First of all, I'm going to jump because my investigation team have been following people and trying to work out what is going on, and here I've already collected a large amount of data, including some body camera footage captured by a police officer in London. Now this is a real body camera, this is a Taser Axon camera, which is being issued, the Met has just bought 20,000, and I here, down a standard internet connection or on my phone, can come through here, and I'm now going to go start hunting for the person I want to find. Right, let's go through and see. Okay, let's go back a bit and let's see if I can pull him. Here we are. I can move frame by frame through this, up to 10,000 frames a second if necessary, because we've had to deal with this with Hollywood. I'm now going to mark him at, Harold, seen in Dean Street at Mike. Right, so I'm going to tell this member of my team that Harold has now been seen in there. So they're now aware of where he is. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I've already alerted my teams. I'm now going to jump because I've got a surveillance team out in the field right now. And in fact, talking about being live, my surveillance team are, oops, I've jumped the wrong project, apologies. My surveillance team are currently live out in London, so they're live there right now. And I also have a team member out in Spain, down here, who is also live streaming. Okay, from here, I can now jump in and go and see what everyone is doing using GPS. So we've got a phone application which is running on their phones, which is providing an encrypted GPS stream of where they are, and also an encrypted video stream. Now this stream is currently a standard RTMP stream, but we're going to be partnering with a great company called Digital Barriers and their product called TDI, which is already in use in the industry, to allow reliable, frame-accurate streaming back over connections as low as 9 kilobits a second. So you can imagine the challenges that they have to face when they're working on that. We're bringing that in. So let's go see what my agent is seeing in the field. And here he is. He's now currently out on the streets of London and working. There we go. I now also have a GPS track of exactly where he is, so that whilst of all I can see where he is, but also I can start to bring in elements of command and control here. So the first thing when you look at Paris, one of the problems is you just don't know where your teams are. Well, we can now actually see where they are. I can jump back within his stream using either the track or that to be able to go and immediately pinpoint moments of interest that he might be bringing in. Equally, I also have, where is he now? Another team out here, they're looking and surveilling a pub in the south of Spain, actually, making sure that one of his colleagues is not wandering around. That stream is now, live stream is now coming in. I can collect these and group these into collections, and I can go to work on these immediately while they're working together on that, as well as find historic video that may have been shot already using those GPS, for example. So here, I may have some video of a prior location that I need someone to see, and I can now go share this very rapidly with somebody. And I'm going to send this out via SMS, and I'm going to send it to me. And I now, on my phone here, will have access via an encrypted push to that 3-hour footage. I've got it now. And I can now go view this, but equally I could be watching that live feed. So again, if I'm another team member, I can see what my team member is doing anywhere else. So we're gathering in all of this data, it's all being stored, it's all being made available, and it's all also being given to anybody else who needs access. And if I go live here, very quickly, sorry gentlemen, if you don't mind smiling for the camera, thank you very much. Very good, hello, give us away. Thank you, that's all I need. Okay, so that's me gone live here. That would have appeared and also been available to anybody else. Now, meanwhile, let's say the worst happens and an incident kicks off, because that's obviously what we don't want. We hope we prevented this by gathering in this data that we've already pulled in from before. But were that incident to start off, one of the things that the police really want to do now in the service is obviously is put drones up to give eyes on. You want to be able to have a wider field of view to ensure you can share with teams on the ground. So, here we go. This is a live feed coming in from a drone over Warwickshire. It's actually Warwick Racecourse, if anybody likes horse racing. But the point being here is, this feed, as I've already shown, could be immediately brought and made available to the phones, tablets, central command, wherever else it is, live, ensuring that everybody has eyes on what is happening and ensuring there are A, no mistakes, no one is going to run out of a back door as an example, but equally, all of this is being captured and immediately recorded and available for analysis in under 5 seconds. Meaning that for anybody who then wants to come back and view and share and access this data, then they're able to do it immediately. And again, when we put TVI from Digital Barriers on this stream will be super smooth. It won't be like this where it's ever so slightly jerky, but this is coming in live from Warwickshire. Now, meanwhile, this is all great, but today, when anything happens, the first people on the scene are members of the public, and it's ridiculous. Everybody, I'm not the same as you, when anything happens, you pick up your phone, you start filming. In fact, the first video of the Boston bombing, the bin area where it went off, it hit the internet within 38 seconds, the first video, but it took the police hours to find it. So what we've done here is we have integrated with an intelligence tool called RepNight, which is already used by various agencies to find interesting things on the internet, mainly used in the fight against ISIS. It currently finds video, but it can't do anything with it. So what we've done is we've integrated with it, because our system is so fast, we can live pull in the video as it hits the internet into Accession using the date and timestamps. And as you can see, we're live transcoding this fast enough that you're able to come in here and actually start to work on it immediately. So as an example, you'll see the little yellow box here starts to flash as they go. Let's go take a look at this one here. This will be where the transcode or the internet failed me. Let's give it a refresh. Here we go. Right, there we are. That one there. Let's go.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé, monsieur? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Okay, it's not a particularly lovely piece of video. That's someone saying, help me, just outside the Bataclan. The point is that video from members of the public, with the GPS that's attached to it normally, could be crucial in ensuring that the right person gets to the right point as fast as possible. But equally, of course, all that video is coming in. There's huge volumes of it, as I've already discussed. There's massive amounts. And being able to watch it even is almost impossible. So what we have running here as well is live face recognition of anybody we pick up within those streams. In fact, voila, we now have all of the panel. So they're now given a completely pervasive ID within our system, meaning that were they to reappear, we could alert, again based on pre-set rules like GPS locations, particular people they've been seen with, and other areas around that, to ensure that you will always know, perhaps, that if that person is hanging around a lamppost near where you are, you might not want to let them walk away. You might want to perhaps go and have a word with them. Now, all of this, again, is being captured in these discrete operational projects, incredibly rapidly allowing people to go to work on them. But of course, after the event, everybody needs access to this data as fast as possible, partly perhaps to stop people driving across the border, but equally so that they can start to analyse the actions of the forces and people that were used during the process. So what I'm able to do here is, as an example, copy under very controlled circumstances, hugely powerful permissions we have here. All of that data that I've already got, including live streams if they're still going, into my investigation project, meaning that my investigation teams can now start to get to work using all of that great data instantly, rather than the 18 months it took them to pull together the data after the London 7/7 bombings. Now, I want to make one thing very clear. Ethically, this could be quite interesting. The point here is we want to build something here which frankly is designed to stop bad people doing bad things. We want to make sure it's targeted. We want to make sure that its use is very carefully controlled. But the really interesting thing about this is I had the same reaction, which is we've all seen this on 24, right? And if you watch Spectre, they've got it there. The fascinating thing about this is actually, behind the scenes, these teams are facing a huge challenge, not just in the rapid response areas, but also in generally dealing with these huge volumes of video. And when we've demonstrated this so far, we've had huge levels of excitement if you are an investor or a partner with intelligence tools or infrastructure or anything else you'd like to help us with, I will be here afterwards. Please come and say hello. And that is it. Thank you very much.